Two NL East rivals. We'll see the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals coming up on 2K Sports.
National League Baseball, the Washington Nationals at home. He is a star among stars, and today we'll get to watch him play his game. Vladimir Guerrero on the field. And I'm Gary Thorne with John Crook and Steve Phillips. Welcome, Major League Baseball, 2K Sports. Our starting pitcher for Washington. And as he gets going against these Philadelphia hitters, what do you think's in store?
Now, this right-hander has quality stuff, and it doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
Get a chance to look at what Charlie Manuel's thinking lineup-wise. Thoughts, John? Anybody stand out?
Well, consistency is what you're looking for. That's Chase Utley. Guys is a proven run producer, a proven power hitter, can hit for average, runs the bases with great abandon, one of the best in baseball. He's a complete player and a manager's dream.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. Well, the Nationals with a loss last night. Well, they did win game 1 of 3. Now a chance to go 2-1 against the Phillies. He squares around and he gets this one down. That ends up foul. That last one they just could not get on the scoreboard.
Well, they got their hits, but they just couldn't figure out a way to push runs across the plate.
Good changeup. It's quickly 0-2.
The hitter saw fastball, the pitcher threw changeup. Not a good combination for the hitter.
And there's the inside pitch from Martinez.
Well, he's trying to run that fastball low and inside. Just couldn't quite pick up that corner. Didn't get the call.
And Hamilton watches that one outside. And it goes foul. Foul! At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Hamilton watches it low for a ball.
The best curveballs are the ones that start in the strike zone, then fall out of the strike zone. He couldn't get him to fish for that one, though.
Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called on the fastball. What away.
Well, they set him up away and they buzz him up and in. That's an outstanding pitch right there. He couldn't pull the trigger on it.
Now we'll take a quick look positionally on the field. This is how the Nationals look. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, Ryan Zimmerman's turned himself into one of the better fielders in all of baseball. He has that great ability to go down the line to make great strong throws to first base to rob guys of doubles, and he can also charge the ball with the best of them. The complete package at third base.
1 out, nobody on. Swings on that first pitch, misses the fastball, 0-1. Swung on, line to right field. And that gets down Philadelphia's first hit. Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. The D-backs, number 1. Second, the Reds. Third spot, the Brewers. The Rockies, 4th. And number 5, the Phillies rounded up.
Well, anytime you have a whole team of guys who can hit for extra bases, it makes the defense spread out so much, and it gives you room to do other things. This team is great at it, one of the best in the league last year, just hitting the balls in gaps, hitting the ball over the wall, and that's why they score so many runs, because they're always in scoring position.
And Utley watches that one outside. His career average, an even 300 against the Nationals. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Straight away left. And that's going to be a base hit for Utley.
Oh, we've got a moment to take a look at the Philadelphia Phillies last year. Let's see how they ranked. Second in runs scored, 4th in triples, and they also utilize the stolen base. In the top 5 in stolen bases in the league, they understand that they just can't wait for the long ball or the extra base hit. Sometimes you have to make things happen, and they did it with a stolen base.
Schmidt at the plate. Runners on first and second with 1 out. That catches the outer part of the plate for a strike.
This is where you want to go with the breaking ball, to the outside corner. Paint the black. Get the call. The hitter gave up on it. He got the pitch he wanted.
Checks him at second. And he watches that low pitch from Martinez.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball, doesn't get to it. 1-2.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
Spins on a throw behind the runner, and he's back easily. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball just about had him, and it's a 2-2 count. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Well, he keeps the runners right where they are, so now he's just an out away from working his way out of danger and keeping this game tied.
Here's how the Eastern Division standings look in the very early going now, courtesy of State Farm. Marlins out in front, first place. Second place, the Phillies. It's the Mets in third. In fourth place, it's the Braves. And the bottom dwellers, the Washington Nationals. 2 down. Runners at first and second. At the belt, Martinez kicked, hit up the middle, played by Vidro. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So no runs, 2 hits, and they strand 2. And the Nationals getting ready to start this one off. Our starting pitcher for Philadelphia. So Steve, what's in store for these Washington hitters from him today?
Well, a little mismatch in this one right here. One of the best lefties in the game against the lineup that does struggle at times to score runs. So it could be a lopsided ball game.
The pitch. Takes that curve. 0-1 pitch for a strike. 0-2.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself out of it.
Wanted to get him fishing, but he misses. 1-2. It's fouled away. He sends this one in the air towards center. And the leadoff man's on board. You love the offense when it gets going that way. Here's the lineup for the Nationals. Scouting Big John, who are we looking at today?
One of the most fun players for me to watch in all of baseball, Vladimir Guerrero. Guy that will swing at absolutely everything that's thrown up there at the plate. Bounce over his head, inside, outside. Anything you throw, he's hacking. Love to watch him, though.
And here's the defensive alignment for the Phillies. Particular standouts here, John?
Well, Chase Utley's a guy that's never been known for his glove, and he's had to put a lot of work into making himself a good second baseman in Major League Baseball, and that's what he's done. Still struggles, though, with the backhand play, and sometimes can get erratic with his throwing, but he's really made great improvements in those areas.
Puts a little pressure on the defense and on the pitcher right now. Speed at first base, tie game. You've got to hold them close, but...
Swung on, that is hit, and he scoops it up. 1, and they get it. They turn 2.
Beautiful looking double play right there. A pitcher's best friend.
That shortens the inning, shortens the number of pitches that have to be thrown. It's all about defense. And it's Vladimir Guerrero in the box now. He's a big home run guy, top 10 in the league right now. Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch way out of the zone, ball 1. One 0 on the way. And that's off the bat of Guerrero. And that one's put away to retire the side. So no runs on 1 hit and nobody left on. Nobody on the board yet here in Washington. And it's Scott Rowland at the plate. Martinez outside. That'll be a ball. Pitch on the way. And Rowland with a swing and a miss. Count evens up. 273 his average last year against the Nationals in games at Nationals Park. Here's the 1-1. Line towards second. Played by Vidro. So Rowland is retired. And a look at next Sunday. We'll see Adrian Gonzalez and the San Diego Padres as they find themselves at Minute Maid Park playing the Astros. You can catch that game at 2 o'clock Eastern. Leadoff man in the box. One out, bases empty. And there's the inside pitch from Martinez. Here's the 1-0. And he watches this one right down the middle, 1-1. One pitch. Good rip at that one, but he misses 1 and 2. The pitch hit in the air to center field. 2 retired here. And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. The Reds number 1. Second, the Brewers. In third, the D-backs. The Rockies 4th. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
And Rollins lets it go outside for a ball. Last season he hit .256 against the Nationals. One 0 on the way. And a swing and a miss by Rollins. Count is knotted up.
Well, some kind of pitcher duel in the game last night, but his RBI was the key to the win.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he looks at a fastball in there, and it's 1 and 2 now.
He looked like he was ready to swing that time at the plate, Gary, but he must have been looking for a different pitch as that fastball just paints the outside corner.
Rollins makes contact. That's fouled off. Good eye by Jimmy Rollins. Stays away from that one, and it evens it up.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
And Jimmy Rollins goes down swinging. That is strike 3. And they go quietly offensively in this half inning. Nothing across. Nobody on the board. Nationals punt. Heart of the order due to bat next. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Oh, that's a quality fastball right there, just pounding the strike zone down and away. He had no chance to put that one in play.
Here it comes. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2. Slider, that's taken. Strike 3, one away.
Just drops that one in there. Good break on it, 83 miles per hour.
He fed him a fastball on that last pitch, John, and then locked him up with movement to finish him off.
But did he ever? That was a great sequence. Show him the heat and then drop one right in on him the next pitch.
And in the batter's box, it's Walker. One out, nobody on. The 0-0 delivery, a fastball taken for a strike.
Well, the hitter lays off this pitch, realizing you can't do much. When you get that kind of four-seam fastball down and away, it's tough to hit.
Good hard slider that time. He's in control in the count now, 0-2.
Well, you see that pitch coming in, and it starts at the center of the plate, and all of a sudden, as soon as you start your swing, that's when that slider starts breaking away, gets out of the strike zone away. He can't stop his swing and swings and misses.
This one's grounded near third, foul. Oh, tough one to lay off right there, that fastball, 1-2.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
Slider, 2-2. Swing, hot shot. Oh, my, that almost got him. I don't know how he got out of the way. And he pulls into first base with that base hit. There's one down here.
Well, this guy's got a lot of speed over there at first base, and it's not going to be surprised to see him off and running to try to steal this base.
And in the batter's box, it's Carter. Runner at first with one down. Oh! Just missed with the fastball, 1-0. At the belt, the 1-0. 1-0 delivery is a fastball in there, 1-1.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that four-seamer.
Here's the pitch. Slider can't find the zone, 2-1.
Well, a good count right here for the hit and run, a 2-1 count. Does the manager have enough guts to take a chance on running the count to 3-1 with a pitch out to try to nail the runner at second base?
That misses outside. We go to 3-1.
Well, even though you're 3-1 in the count, you still have to be patient at the plate. Make him throw a quality pitch. If he does, be ready for it. And if you're the pitcher, you better not throw anything down the middle and hope he's taking it, because he can take you out of the yard.
Swing and a line drive. It's time to get it done for Washington right now. Just kind of lean in, Steve, and slap that thing the other way in that kind of pitch.
Well, you can't pull that pitch. If you do, it's going to be a ground ball to short. You want to punch it to right field. He's one of the best at doing it.
And it's Nick Johnson now. He's hit .263 lifetime off Philadelphia. One out with runners at first and second. And the runners go. Ball! Oh, man, the double steal worked as he beat the throw. Oh, and they succeed on it. That's a double steal. Nice play. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0.
Well, with first base open right here in a 3-0 count, don't look for just a pitch right down the middle to try to get one of those get-me-over strikes. He might still pitch around him to put him on.
That's swung on a liner here. And that'll set down Johnson. And they score him. And on third, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Starts him off swinging at his shoe tops for a strike.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Looks at that curveball. That's a strike. He's behind 0-2.
All the pressure on the hitter right now. He knows that he has to protect the plate in order not to strike out.
Hit sharply down the line. And that's going to do it. Third out. Schmidt there to make the play. Second inning. Scoreboard lit up. 1 run on. The Nationals leading it 1-0. Bottom of the order to get things started. And if you just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Ball. And Martinez outside. That'll be a ball. The 1-0 now. Ball. Change up just off the black. Falls behind 2-0. Misses low. Ball 3.
The pitcher can't find the zone right here, but I'm still giving my hitter the green light. I think he has enough discipline to get a good pitch and try to drive it.
Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And Cabrera gloves that one. And we're going to see Hamilton here. And he steals off and then he gets away with it. He's one of the league's best. Base is empty, 1 out. And here's the first one. Hit in the air to left center. That's 2 gone. Now our State Farm leaderboard looking at the teams leading the league in slugging percentage from last year. The Reds number 1. The Rockies in second. In third, the Brewers. The D-backs fourth. And number 5, the Phillies rounded out.
Well, slugging percentage plays a key part in any team's offense, and this team was one of the best in the league last year at doing that. They seem to hit for extra bases. You know, everyone says, well, they get on second base a lot, they score runs, but also they drive in a ton of runs with all those extra base hits that they get. That's why their slugging percentage is so high and why they're so successful.
This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And that one is in there, his second hit today. And that's going to bring Chase Utley to the plate.
Well, the inning is never over with this team. 2 outs, they get that guy on first base with that big hit. Another guy gets on base. This could set up a big rally.
And right now, top 5 in runs batted in the league. 2 outs and a man on first. First pitch on the way to Utley. Hit sharply towards the hole.
You're out.
And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. No runs and a base hit. They leave one man on at first. The Phillies just can't get that offense going. So Orlando Cabrera leading it off. The career numbers for him, .278 average against the Phillies. Fastball misses away, 1-0.
Well, you can see what he's doing. He's just pulling that ball away from him, trying to overthrow it, and he can't seem to find the strike zone. He has to be able to rein that thing in right now.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Called strike away, and it's even at 1.
In order to throw that fastball away from the hitter, you have to get great extension out in front. Nice job of pitching.
1-1 on the way. There's a swing and a miss at the fastball. It's 1-2. Got him. 1 away. Boy, it took 4 pitches. No wasted time right there, and he got him.
What I liked the most was he was very deliberate with what he had to do. He knew he can go out of the strike zone to get the punch out, and that's what he did, getting him to swing.
And the upcoming schedule for the Phillies. They'll wrap up their series with Washington tonight. They'll kick off the series with the Florida Marlins. That is a division rival. That's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Following that, they face Prince Fielder in a series at home against the Brewers. So a lot of home games on the way. The fans will have a chance to see their guys many times over in the next couple of weeks. Base is empty with 1 away. First pitch to him. There's a swing and a drive deep to left field. And Hamilton's going to play it as he drops back and puts it away. And it's Ryan Zimmerman now. Base is empty with 2 outs. Zimmerman in the box. Here's the delivery. First pitch, fastball, 0-1. And he leaves that one alone. Ryan Zimmerman with patience to even it up.
I went for the backdoor slider right there, but he laid off the pitch. Good eye.
And here's the pitch. And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Zimmerman will be looking here for something in his power zone. The last year, .347 against the Phillies. Here he comes, 3-1. There's a swing and a line drive. And that'll retire the side. Caught by Utley. Not a lot of action in this half inning. Nothing on. Nationals 1, Philadelphia nothing. Need of the lineup coming to the plate. Schmidt at the plate. A tremendous hitter. And here's the first one. Swing, liner, back up the middle. And it's through. That's a base hit. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Washington. This Philadelphia series wraps up tonight. Following that, they face Prince Fielder in a series at home against the Brewers. That should be a great series. They really match up well. That's a 3-game series. He'll kick off a road series with the St. Louis Cardinals. A runner on first, no outs. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Fastball just misses. 1-0.
Now, Gary's done a nice job working around the 4 hits he's given up here into the 4th, and that's about making pitches, and he's done an effective job when he's had to pitch out of the stretch.
Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. And a double play completed by Cabrera.
But Gary, get a chance to look at this double play on the replay, and this is an outstanding effort to make the catch, get to the bag, and make the throw. That's a rally killer.
And that's going to deny the chance at a big inning here. Scott Rowland, he'll get the swing now with 2 away. He went 3 for 11 last year off the Nationals. And a swing and a hit. It's going to be Guerrero. That'll do it as they put that one away. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. You've still got the shutout here at Nationals Park. Things will start getting a little more difficult. Third man in the lineup coming up. And let's take a look at Vladimir Guerrero is going to lead it off. Here's the delivery. Up the middle. And Guerrero, he's got himself a base hit.
Let's check out Vladdy's month so far and how he stacks up compared to the other hitters in the league. 4th in home runs, 6th in slugging percentage, and he also delivers in the clutch, driving in runs in the top 10 in RBIs in the league. He can do it all.
In the batter's box, it's Dawson. Took a called 3rd strike in his last time up. Guerrero's on at first. First pitch on the way. And he holds off with the pitch low, 1-0.
Flat fastball right there, just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
He delivers. Swings, hits this one pretty well, deep right center. That's 1 away, and he'll have to hold at first.
Let's take a look at where Washington ended up rank-wise last year in the National League. 3rd in stolen bases, 7th in triples, and they were in the top 10 in home runs. That ability to drive the ball really paid dividends for this team's offense.
And in the batter's box, it's Walker. Singled and scored his last time around. 1 down, runner at first. And the first pitch. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
Line shot into center field. And he gets it down. He's 2 for 2 now. The opportunity for offense is right now.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
Take a look at the teams who led in stolen bases last year. Brought to you by State Farm. The Mets, number 1. 2nd, the Padres. The Nationals, 3rd. Phillies, 4th. It's the Astros, number 5.
Well, you talk about a game that could take a long time. This might be it. Anytime you have guys who can steal bases, the game just seems to slow down. That's what kind of pressure they put on the opposition. But both of these teams have the ability to steal bases. They were 2 of the best at it in the league last year, and it just puts so much pressure on the opposition when these guys get on base because you know they're going to be in scoring position soon.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Good looking fastball. Called the ball though. 2-1.
Well, you want to keep an eye on the runner right here. 2-1 count. They're not likely to pitch out. If the runner gets put in motion, you might see a hit and run right here.
Now the 2-1. Fastball on the block. He doesn't get the call, though, and it's 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
On the way. That's in there to make it 3-2.
Well, climbing the ladder with that four-seam fastball, trying to get the hitter to elevate his eyes. He gets the strike on it, and the hitter doesn't pull the trigger.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4. Now you got the sacks full.
Well, you just saw a great deal of plate discipline right there on the hitter. Maybe a little fatigue on the pitcher's part. They're not used to throwing that many pitches in one at-bat, but the hitter wins it and gets that base on balls.
Well, it's clearly pretty intense out there right now. They're in a major jam, tough situation. The next few pitches could decide this game.
This is a really tight spot to find yourself in. Just one man down, 3 on board.
A base hit in this situation, Gary, could blow this game wide open. The batter needs to be patient at the plate, get a good pitch, and put a good swing on it.
Taps this one foul off to the left. And Johnson lays off the low pitch. A fly ball, and Hamilton's going to play it, and he meanders over to Guerrero around third, headed for the plate, and Guerrero's home. Two men on and 2 men out. Here's a spin and a throw back to second. Didn't look like he was going anywhere. Gets back easily.
When you have the lead, it's not the time to play it safe. You've got to go after him a little bit. You can risk giving up an out to get a run. I may start the runner here.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now.
I think the hitter was looking for something out over the plate that he could drive. They pounded a fastball down and in for a strike.
Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2. Tries to ring him up with a fastball away, but it's 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Slider tough to lay off, and it's 2-2.
So if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Tough pitch to lay off that time. Full count, 3-2.
Well, anytime you have a good fastball and you can keep it down in the zone around the knees or lower, it's great location, and believe me, very difficult to hit.
And he's easily back to the bag. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, and they leave a couple. Washington leads it by a couple. Forecast tonight to be cold. Definitely it's turned out that way. And the first pitch. And Martinez gets it by. Called strike to take the count 0-1.
Well, outstanding pitching effort so far here. I mean, he's left 3 runners on base in this game. I mean, but he's just shutting down this lineup, and when he needs to make a pitch, he seems to always find a way to do it.
Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch, 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss on a ball off the plate. Ball and 2 strikes.
He says, I'm going to go at him, but I'm going to go at him away so that I can't get hurt. He just runs that fastball by him. 1-2
pitch coming. Swing and a miss on the breaker. One down.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
Here's one away, and here's Jimmy Rollins in.
Well, a lost season in 2010 for Jimmy Rollins. Great expectations coming in, hopefully to get his team back to the World Series for a third consecutive year. But he was hampered by the injuries and hit a career low of 243.
Here's the pitch. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. I think with Jimmy Rollins and the injuries John was talking about, if he gets a full season in, he's got one of those Comeback Player of the Year awards on the way.
You know, I'd like to think so. He's going to become even more critical with the loss of Jason Worth. They're going to need Rollins to pick up some of that production.
The 1-1 pitch. And that changeup bounces to the plate. Swing and a rocket toward short. And that's in plenty of time for the out. Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. Second, the Cardinals. The Rockies third. Fourth, the Brewers. And number 5, the Phillies rounded up.
One of the top hitting teams in baseball last year will be on display in this game today. And these guys, when they step out of the dugout, they're swinging the bats. These guys can put the ball in play, and they all hit for a high average.
2 outs and nobody on. And Carter sets up his target. Ball. And Martinez outside. That'll be a ball.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Here's the 1-0. He lets the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Well, when you throw the fastball, that's where you want it to go. Now you can elevate a pitch next time around.
Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a line drive. And that's going to do it. Cabrera's there. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. Still unable to score. Philadelphia still 0. End of the order. Ready to do some work at the plate. And it's Orlando Cabrera in the box now. He's got the second most homers in the ball club. First pitch. First pitch, a slider for a called strike. Strike 2, Cabrera now with the pitcher in charge. Can't get him to chase the fastball. Low, 1-2. Fastball in there, called third strike, 1 out.
That's how you use your fastball, using it very effectively. 2 consecutive punch-outs.
Raines at the plate now. Flew out last time. Nobody on base, 1 away. The pitch. Ball. Fastball taken high. 1-0.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Here's the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind. 2-0. And here's a fastball for a called strike. 2-1.
Well, that's a hitter's pitch right there. Fastball right down the heart of the plate. He didn't swing. Swing the bat. Come on.
Two 2-1 pitch. And he lays off that pitch. That's on the hands. 3-1.
Well, anytime you have a count 3-1 in your favor as the hitter, you're looking for a pitch in a little box in the location you want to. If he throws it in there, you better be ready and get a good hack at it.
3-1 is a curve that's by him. 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch.
Ball 4.
That misses. Ball 4. Now we're going to see if we'll get some motion on the base pass.
Well, that's what you want to do. You want to have quality at bats, get that pitch count up. And I tell you what, he worked this pitcher. It's going to be tough for him to get this next hitter out after working that walk on so many pitches.
That will bring Ryan Zimmerman up.
Well, one of my favorite players to watch is Ryan Zimmerman, a guy that can do everything on a baseball field except run. Not a great runner, but he can defend, he can hit the ball out of the ballpark, he can hit for the average, and he loves driving in those big runs in key situations. Well, another young player that's establishing himself as a superstar, and that's Ryan Zimmerman. Such a young age, he had to take on a leadership role for a Washington Nationals team that's trying to find their way. But if they build the team around Ryan Zimmerman, continues to have years like he had in 2010, they're going to be fine for a lot of years.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that's a base hit. Gets down in front of him. And that means Vladimir Guerrero's going to bat. Well, I'll tell you about Zimmerman's numbers. 307, slugged over 500, 25 home runs. That's leadership at the plate.
They're absolutely true. And, you know, he turned it on the last 3 months of the season, picking up that slump after the month of June, and the offensive numbers certainly showed it.
He's a slugger. He's on that list of the top 5 in homers. Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. That one swung on its line, and it's through. Guerrero brings him home. Zimmerman trying for third.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out. A guy that really can deliver for this offense. How perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. In the batter's box, it's Dawson. Well, they've definitely got a rhythm going right now. Each player feeding off the other.
Now they're putting some distance between themselves and their opponent. With at bats like that, keep tacking on the runs and pulling away.
Runners at first and third, one away. Here's the first pitch. It's now 0-1. Watch that fastball go by. What they're looking for right here is to keep this offense rolling now, get this going.
Well, that's right. I mean, they've got it rolling now, Gary, and you want to continue to lump these quality at-bats together, keep tacking on runs, create that margin, protect your pitchers.
Here's one hit very well deep. 2 away. Zimmerman is heading home. Zimmerman scores.
I'll tell you what, he's out there, and you're counting on him maybe to drive the ball to the wall, but instead, they'll take it. A productive out, picking up a run.
2 outs and a man on first. And here's the first one. Fastball in there, 0-1.
Oh, Gary, that's a great four-seam fastball, but when you lay it down the heart of the plate, you know you're at risk for the ball getting tattooed. Unfortunately, the hitter didn't swing.
Pitch on the way. Missed badly with that curve there, 1-1.
You know, I'd actually sit on this guy's curveball. It's an exceptional pitch, but it's his go-to pitch. You can predict when he's going to throw it, and maybe you're going to have a shot.
1-1 pitch, fastball. That's going to be low, 2-1. It is that great curveball that also makes his fastball and changeup a little bit more effective, but the curve's the one.
Well, he has that assortment of pitches, which makes any pitcher effective, especially with that big breaking curveball. You're going to have to look for the curveball to be able to hit it.
He's set the 3-1. That swung on and flied to right. And that one's put away to retire the side. They score 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left on. Washington leading by 4. And we're going to see Hamilton here. 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch. That one fouled off by Hamilton. Here's the 0-1 from Martinez. Ball. Blowing inside for a ball, 1-1.
Boy, good pitching, good defense. They're getting it done today, and obviously limiting this offense, keeping them off the board. Only 3 guys left on base the entire game.
Hamilton watches it low for a ball.
Oh, it's a great fastball right there, down in the strike zone. Now there's so many ways to go. Let's see how he comes back to attack this hitter.
And he watches that low pitch from Martinez.
Well, this is your dream when you're in the on-deck circle before you go into the batter's box. If you can get the count to 3-1 and in your favor, you know you have the upper hand.
Hamilton watches it for a strike. "3-2 on the way." There's a swing and a ground ball. And Vidro picks it up. Out. And that'll set down Hamilton. These teams set the tone in offense last year. Let's take a look, brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Reds. 2nd, the Phillies. In 3rd, the Rockies. 4th, the Brewers. And number 5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, the thing you ask your team, the manager and the hitting coach, is, look, guys, get us some runs. This team does it as good as anyone in the league last year, and they just love to get on base, make things happen with speed, but they can also take it out of the ballpark.
At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. Fastball misses away, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And that's off the plate, away, ball 2. And Carter sets up his target. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
Off the ground, played by Johnson. And it gets through. Finding a way to get on base today his 3rd time. And that's going to bring Chase Utley to the plate.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out. Well, even though Chase Utley didn't put up the offensive numbers that he has throughout his career, 2010 season was hampered with injuries. He is still a threat in the middle of this strong Phillies lineup.
1 out, man on first. First pitch on the way to Utley. Martinez outside. That'll be a ball. And Chase Utley now has had 5 straight All-Star appearances. Even though he had some injuries in the season, that's how much he's appreciated by fellow players and the press.
I think everybody recognizes that. A lot of publications named him the second baseman of the...
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. 2 down here in the inning. Schmidt at the plate. Base hit his last time. A runner on first with 2 outs. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws towards center field, and that's going to do it. Cabrera's there.
Now he's bringing it today. He's got control of every one of his pitches, keeping the hitters off balance the entire game. They just can't seem to find any answers.
Washington still ahead. And in the batter's box, it's Carter. He's going to lead off bottom half of the 6th inning. Not on the mound, we'll see Randy Wolf. They've decided it was time to make a change here. Ball! Just missed with the fastball, 1-0.
Well, you watch how the hitter reacted to that. He had thoughts about chasing that pitch, but at the last second decided to lay off of it.
Inside with the fastball, 2-0. Wolf with the delivery. Fastball can't catch the corner. He's behind 3-0.
The last thing you want to do as a pitcher is walk the leadoff hitter in any inning. All they can do is set up bad things for the remainder of that frame.
He gets that fastball, can't make contact, 3-1.
Boy, that's some kind of fastball down in the zone right there. The hitter has to be ready for it or he's got no chance to hit it.
Towards the middle, and he hits a base hit into center. So Nick Johnson will come to the plate.
Well, a nice piece of hitting right there. You get on base to start the inning with no outs, and you know, all it does is you want to just keep the line moving if you're the guys behind him.
Runner on first base, nobody out. And Johnson ready for the first pitch. Sliders in there for a called strike. He's batted 0 for 11 over his career off Wolf. Good eye by Nick Johnson. He stays away from it to even it. Here's the delivery. Good pitch on the outside corner, 1-2.
I don't think he liked that call very much, but the reality is he couldn't hit that any day of the week. That's a great pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. And that one is struck. Hamilton to field. And it's through. Credit Johnson single. It's time to get it done for Washington right now.
Now this pitch just cuts right over the heart of the plate. The hitter handled it perfectly.
That's one of those where you've given in by making a bad pitch and really made it much easier for the hitter.
Yeah, he's better than that. Bear down.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Here's Vidro's first look. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Well, he missed his spot with that one and got away with it. You want to go to the corners with that four-seam fastball. He found the heart of the plate, but didn't cost him anything.
Here's the pitch. 0-1 is a slur for a called strike. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And 2, they pull off the double play.
You have to love great defense. I mean, that's an unbelievable effort right there and a way to pick your team up in a critical situation.
And it gets the fans into the game, too. I think fans love D. That will give Orlando Cabrera the chance with a runner on. Just a 1 for 9 last year off Wolf. First pitch. That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Wolf with the delivery. Up the middle. And Cabrera's got himself a hit. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, most of the time when you throw a pitch that far up in the strike zone, you don't even expect the hitter to swing at it, much less put the bat on it. But the hitter got his bat on it, and he got that big hit.
Two down. Runners at first and second. First pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And that's going to do it in this half inning. So they pick up no runs, 3 hits, and leave 1. And it'll be the Phillies. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And in the batter's box, it's Allen. And he watches that low pitch from Martinez.
Well, what an outstanding effort by the pitcher today. I mean, he has just been on top of his game, making the pitches, and offensively, they just have not been able to back hits up with other hits to mount the rally. They've been held scoreless here today.
The 2-0 pitch, a fastball, but he missed. Strike 1. The 2-1 offering. Had him guessing on the changeup, even at 2. Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And Vidro. 1 away now.
Well, he's pitching with a lot of confidence out there right now and been very efficient with his stuff. A hard guy to beat when he's locked in, and he's clearly locked in today.
One out, nobody on. And Roland settles in for the first pitch. Strike 1. Martinez gets him with a cut there. The pitch. Good patience, Scott Roland, letting that one go by. It's a ball. Count is even. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. Throw, got him. That is one heck of a play.
Well, Gary, for every pitcher, it's a little bit different, you know, how long they can go into a game. But right now, he still looks pretty strong right now. 2 outs in the 7th. I think he's got a chance to shut them down the rest of the way.
He makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Carter spots the pitch. Ball. And that's high for a ball. Martinez missed. Oh my, that one came inside and plucked him.
Now sometimes that fastball just runs in on you and you can't get out of the way. He couldn't get out of the way there.
And that's going to bring Jimmy Rollins to the plate.
Well, Gary, we saw that hitter get hit with the pitch right there. It's just a mechanical issue. He'll get that ironed out a little bit, but I don't think it's intentional, certainly.
2 outs and a man on first. First pitch on the way to Rollins. And Martinez gets it by, called strike to take the count 0-1. And now we'll see if he can regroup here, get control of that pitch again, see how willing he is to throw it again right away.
Well, what you don't want to do is let it get in your head when you start to worry.
Rollins hits this one. Fielded by Cabrera. Throws to first, side is retired.
Gary, he's in absolute control out there right now. And I have to suspect they're going to leave him in as long as he can go, as long as the pitch count doesn't get too high.
We've still got the shutout here at Nationals Park. And we've got Zimmerman batting. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. And the first pitch. Hit in the air to left center. And in there. Second hit for him in the ball game on his 4th plate appearance. And that's going to bring out Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, that's the start they wanted right there. You get the first guy on with the inning. No outs. Big things could happen now.
Now a quick look back to last season and how Ryan Zimmerman stacked up. 5th in batting average with runners in scoring position, 6th in batting average, and of course he was in the top 10 in on-base percentage, working the count. That's a big part of his game. Get a good hitter's count. If they don't want to give you a strike, take the walk.
Zimmerman is on at first. Here it comes. First pitch looked like a slurve there. Call for a strike.
Boy, he's got some kind of slurve. It's got the depth of a curveball and the width of the slider. Very difficult to hit.
Guerrero not fooled by that pitch. Count is evened up. And I'm not sure you can teach anybody, Steve, to throw the slurve. It's just something that naturally seems to come to a few guys.
Well, it's when guys get caught in between the curveball and slider, but he throws it for strikes. Very effective pitch.
Swing and a line to left. And it gets down. A 3 for 4 game. Good hitting job. The opportunity for offense is right now.
We talk about a guy who's swinging it right now as good as anybody. That's his 3rd hit of the ball game thus far. Let's see if this can mount a rally with nobody out.
In the batter's box, it's Dawson. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch. Watches a curve in there for strike 1. Looked like the circle change. I think that's what that was. He misses. 1-1.
Well, that pitch right there, that change up away, if a guy's looking for it, that's a great pitch to be able to hit the other way with some power.
The 1-1 now. Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And that falls for a base hit. Zimmerman scores.
Well, it's now he's surrendered 3 straight hits. He's got to bounce back and get this guy. He needs an out.
And in the batter's box, it's Walker. Show no mercy. When the offense is going, you don't give up at bats, and they're not.
Now, Gary, as you can see, this offense just keeps on rolling, keeps on producing. Why don't you keep on rolling, Gary?
And in this game, there's no such thing as piling on. You want to carry over. If you're hot now, keep it going. Wolf with the delivery. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0.
Well, you're right, Gary. Piling on, forget that. They don't care. They want to keep tacking on runs right now. Gain that momentum to win today and carry it into the next game.
1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0. Swing and lined up the middle, and yet another hit there, seeing the ball well. And Guerrero's home.
Well, they need a big out right here, Jeremy. They're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. First pitch on the way. Lined right at the second baseman. Utley for one. Uh-oh. They completely botched that one. The throw's to the wrong bag. And it's Nick Johnson now.
On another injury-plagued season for Johnson. Just 24 games played. He's a high on-base guy, but it does no good if he can't be in the lineup on a regular basis.
Runners on first and second with one out. Wolf with the delivery. And that misses for a ball. You know, John, for Nick Johnson, you begin to wonder now, is he ever going to get in a real season? 4 straight years, double-digit games played.
You know, from a general manager's perspective, I can't lock in on him as a primary player on my team. He has to be a complementary player because he gets hurt all the time. I just can't commit to him.
He waves at that fastball, 2-1. Comes set. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh! Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. And Johnson puts another one foul.
Well, you talk about a battle. This guy's really working up to the plate right here. Fouled off a great pitch right there on that 2-2 pitch to stay alive.
Back behind second. And that looks like an RBI and a single. And he'll come in to score.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And, boy, you get 15 hits in a game. The manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
Vidro into the batter's box. Now we've seen this club's offense, and I think we're going to see some more. They're running away with it, Steve.
Well, they're showing no mercy at all. They're just not letting up. Put the pedal to the metal, and they keep on going.
One out with runners at first and second. And the first pitch. Hit hard to second. Over to second for one. And 2. Utley wraps up the double play. A strike for 5 base hits in this inning and 3 runs up. The Nationals totally controlling this ball game. Ashburn into the batter's box. First pitch, here it comes. Smash towards the hole, and Johnson makes the catch.
A masterful performance out there today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going, and I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an outstanding effort.
And we're going to see Hamilton here. Grounded out his last time up. One out, bases empty. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws, and Hamilton watches that one outside.
Look, Gary, listen, he's made pitches. They've had a few base runners on against them, no question about it. They've gotten a few hits, but he's been able to keep them from putting hit after hit after hit together. He's kept them off the scoreboard and let his defense do the work.
And a called strike on Martinez's pitch, evens it at 1.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
1-1 on the way. And he squares around but misses it for a strike. There's a swing towards the hole. And the catch by Zimmerman.
As a manager, you sit back and watch this guy out there dealing like that. The pitching coach just says, hey, go get him, buddy. You've got it completely under control.
Base is empty and 2 down. Now the first pitch. And that misses 1-0.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
Now Martinez with a 1-0 delivery. Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. There's a swing and a liner towards first. And it gets down. Hit after hit. They just keep on coming. He's got 4 today. And that's going to bring Chase Utley to the plate.
But you talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
Last time up, flew out. Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch on the way to Utley. Here's the pitch. Swing, shoots this one towards the gap, right center. And that's going to be a base hit for Utley. What a great opportunity here for the Phillies.
He gets a letter high pitch, a good pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it. Nice job.
Hitting from behind is not an easy thing to do in this game, but a little easier when the pitch is up there.
You throw it over the plate like that, it's going to cost you.
2 men on, 2 men out. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws. First pitch fastball misses badly that time, 1-0. Pitch is a slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swing and a line drive. And it falls in. Phillies a chance to score.
Well, the shutout broken up right there, but I tell you what, no shame in the performance he's given in this one. He's been outstanding.
Well, Gary, you know, he's not a high ball hitter, so the pitcher did a good job of trying to elevate that pitch and get it by him through the zone. Give the hitter a lot of credit, though. Great piece of hitting.
Two men on and 2 men out. The first pitch. Missed, ball 1. Ready with a 1-0. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. And in there. He has struggled today. Now finally a base hit in the record book. And Utley comes in to score.
Well, anytime you turn to the bullpen, you expect these guys to get outs, not come in and surrender RBI singles. He needs to shut it down right here to give his offense a chance to help him out.
Runners at first and third with 2 away. And Roland settles in for the first pitch. Sliders in there, no balls and a strike.
Well, moving a little bit closer right now, Gary, is what they need to do if they're going to try to come back in this game. Get base runners on, and they've picked up 2.
He deals. Strike 2, rolling. He'll have some problems here, hitting with 2 strikes.
The hitter now needs to protect the plate. Think about going right back up the middle.
Good slider that time. Ruled the ball. 1-2.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
The pitch. Good patience. Scott Rowland letting that one go by. It's a ball. Count is even. Fastball is low that time. The count runs full.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
And on a full count, struck him out. He gets out of this with just a little hurt. So they pick up 4 hits in the inning and 2 runs across. The Phillies trying to get back into contention in this one. So Orlando Cabrera leading it off. He had a single in his last time up. And he starts Cabrera out. There's contact. He drove it well. 1 away. Rains up now. Flew out last time. Bases empty with 1 away. And the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Nobody on base right now with 1 out, and that's what you need. You need outs and maybe a break from base runners for a little bit here. How about a quick inning to get back in and score some runs?
Doesn't get the call on the slider. 1-1.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Here's the 1-1. Swinging and a miss, and it's now 1-2. Here's the pitch. Fastball in there, struck him out number 2.
A good 2-strike fastball in on his hands. He couldn't pull the trigger.
Ryan Zimmerman, he gets ready to swing here with 2 away. He's picked up 4 hits, 11 lifetime ABs off Randy Wolf. Zimmerman in the box. Here's the delivery. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, how about a chance to get through an inning without any base runners and without any runs? I mean, they've been blowing out in this one so far. Put a zero, put a 0 up there, and let's see if the offense can get it done.
And he leaves that one alone. Ryan Zimmerman with patience to even it up. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And in there. He gets that one down. That's his 3rd hit, 3 for 5. And that's going to bring out Vladimir Guerrero.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
Zimmerman is on at first. Here's the first pitch to Guerrero. He makes contact, line drive. So Randy Wolf heads to the dugout. And it'll be the Phillies. Catcher up to the plate. He'll start the 9th. Here's the pitch. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0.
I think right now offensively you've got to start getting base runners. Get as many as you can. I mean, you're down a ton, so you don't need big hits. You don't need home runs. You need base runners.
Slider waved at, missed, 1-1. One pitch. Sharp bite to that slider, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, 1 out.
Now K-Cam's going to show us a good look at this slider. Well, the slider is his go-to pitch, and it's not surprising. You can see why. 2 strikeouts in a row on that hard-breaking, nasty slider.
And Jimmy Rollins is up. He hit .258 last season against the Nationals here in Washington. Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch on the way to Rollins. Hit in the dirt. And Vidro picks it up. And that'll retire Rollins.
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So, I mean, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And, you know, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
Ashburn into the batter's box. Lined out last time up. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here it comes. Slider just misses, 1-0.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
One 1-0 on the way. 1-0 pitch is a slider. Swung on and missed, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Fastball in the dirt. Good block by the catcher. Strike 2-1 pitch. Slider. Swung on and missed. 2-2. And he fights this off, fouls it to the right side. Drilled towards the hole. And you just saw it, folks. That's going to be the last play of this game.
Well, they win a great one here today, Gary, and it's all because of the pitching. Outstanding pitching, really leading them to victory.
I think you'll agree we have got the perfect choice in this one for our player of the game.
Well, you know, Gary, he showed some signs of starting to tire near the end of this game. But that's why you have a bullpen. And he was effective while he was in there. Everything was clicking for this young man, and everyone did their job today. This is a total team win for this team.
And, Steve, they're able to win this game rather handily. A bit of home cooking here that was right on from the beginning.
Now, Gary, as a player, you always like having the 10th man out there, and these fans provided that today. They were into it.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball land.